What's up, everybody? It is Monday morning, April 25th, local time 7:37. We are currently in Tracy, California, the Chasm Road exits. Northbound I-5, just about to the 205 interchange. Alright, so last video I posted, I believe I misspoke in a couple of different ways on what was going on with my load. As you might know from that video, I picked up in Enid, Oklahoma at the Tyson or Advanced Pierre facility. But in that video I said that I was going to Modesto. Kind of, not exactly though. What I really have is what I call a two-bagger load. One going, I have two deliveries on it. I'm going to try to fit both deliveries into the same video. We'll see how it goes, depending on how long things take. I don't want the video to be too long, so if you don't see two videos by the time this video's, two deliveries by the time this video's over, you'll know why. It's if I split them up, it's in the interest of keeping videos relatively short, or reasonably short, I guess. Less than an hour long, or preferably better 30-40 minutes would be great, but I don't think I'm going to get 30 minutes out of this one. It's probably going to be longer than that, but anyway, we're on our way to our first drop right now. That is at SSI, or Superstore Industries, in Lathrop, California. Now, Lathrop is is actually in the Modesto area. On my second drop, I misspoke on that because I should have said that it was going to Merced and not to Modesto. It's an M town in the same area. It's it's both of them are off of Highway 99, so it's easy to get them mixed up. Sue me. Alright, so I think I've been to this customer once before, but the pin I have for it, I don't even know if I actually did deliver to this place. It might have been that I just had a load that was going there, and then I ended up either I delivered it or I swapped off it or dropped it. I don't know. I don't clearly remember if I actually made that delivery. Let's see if I can work my way over. Alright, so you guys might notice, don't try to slide over. Then again, I need over to, because I need to get off onto Highway 120 eastbound. Slide all the way over here. We're going on 120 east, and in the very first exit, I forget the name of that exit, is what I'm planning on using. There are a few different ways we can take over to there, but the particular route that I'm electing to use is whatever that first exit is on 120 east of 55. I think you can also go north on 5 and get off at, I can't read the name of the exit, but it should be like the first exit north of the 120. But that looks like it goes near some residential stuff, so I decided I'd rather not go that direction. And the route I'm taking, the Service Street area, part of it is a little bit more direct. And that doesn't go near residential, so I think that would be a better option. Alright, give you guys, when I get through delivering this load, I'm gonna make a bet that I'll be staying in the local area because I have a doctor's appointment this coming Friday to get basically to get this, the stitches and all that from where I had the surgery on my face looked at. Right here at Yosemite Avenue, that's where I want to get off at and follow Yosemite. Yeah, and there are warehouses over here, so that was more reason for me to think this was a good truck route. Yeah, and there's a truck route sign right here, so even better. Now these blue signs here, it's actually something that got asked of me by driver I know from Sierra, England. He's actually got more years of experience than me, but he's not, I mean, he obviously doesn't know California like I do. So not too long ago he had asked me about he called me up and asked me about what those blue signs that look like a truck logo and have a T or an S on them. Actually good to know there, because you don't really see them in other states, so I'm not surprised that he wasn't really sure what exactly they meant. But to answer that question, if you see that blue and white truck logo sign, whatever, and if it's a T, that means it's a truck route, and if it's an S, that means there are truck services available basically within a mile. We're going to follow this road straight down, and there'll be a taqueria up here on right at the corner. There's probably this traffic light coming up, or I don't know about this first one. Probably that next light up or something. Okay, so there's another truck route sign right here saying straight ahead, and it's not the way I want to go though. I don't see anything saying that I need to get to my customer, but I don't see anything on this block here saying that it's truck restricted. So let's go ahead and continue up here. I probably should have done better due diligence and double checked where the actual truck routes in Lathrop actually are, to be sure that I stay on roads I'm supposed to. I see a truck route sign straight up ahead though, so, and right here on this intersection coming up here is where I want to turn left anyway, so, because right up here, when we get on this street, straight up the street and on the right side is my customer. Alright, this is utility trucks first. Come on, dude. What are you waiting for? You were there. You were already there waiting at the stop sign before I even stopped. So, all right, do a proper button hook turn. There's a car right here trying to. Coming up to the intersection. I don't want my tandems going into their lane. Don't cut the corner. Don't try to turn that corner like you're in a car if you're actually in a truck. You got to remember, you got a trailer following you, and it is going to take the shortcut route, and you are going to run over people if you aren't paying attention. It actually happened to me, or well, not actually happened to me, but when I picked this ferry load up when I was leaving, there was a Tyson driver making the left turn to come onto the same street that I was coming off of, to come into the Tyson plant. And he decided to not do a proper button hook, so he ended up, his tandems ended up coming into my part of the lane, and he didn't need to. If he had done a more proper button hook, he wouldn't have even needed, his tandems wouldn't have even needed to do that. Okay, this building right here on my right side is where I'm going to, but I'm going to, alright, attention. Yeah, that's the, I was trying to get onto that other street over there in the corner, but we're going to have to turn right up here, so I could have taken that other road then, Louise Avenue. I thought there was that street right there that I could use, but apparently it doesn't intersect with this, so. Yes, yeah, there's a tree over there. It's making it hard to see, and now there's other traffic coming up. We'll just stay here. Who's got the green? Alright, they still have the green. Yeah, the cross traffic still has the green light. Okay, this could be a... No, alright, now it looks like they got left turn traffic up ahead. No problems here. Easy turn. Okay, Lake Road. Lake Road, whatever, which I believe is where the guy with the McKinney, whatever rental trailer is coming out of. If I'm not mistaken. Here, I don't know. Truck entrance, alright, yeah. I don't know if this is the right address, but well, it might be alright. We're still a little early. It's not even 8 o'clock yet, and my appointment time isn't until 9:30. This actually does look kind of familiar. But I thought the place that I went to that looked like this was more in the Bakersfield area. I don't know. It looks familiar though. Okay, so get this out of the way. So yeah, this place looks very familiar. Let's say but I don't have my appointment time isn't for another hour and a half, and I think from reading the reviews, they don't allow you to check in early. So, basically, you just park right here in front of the guard shack, and then just walk your bills up to the guard shack from here. From what the Google reviews say, and what I just saw a guy doing exactly that a second ago when we were pulling up. You might notice I actually have dash cam again. I stopped at the house for a 10-hour break before I came over here. And yeah, my wife told me yesterday that the power cord for my for the replacement power cord for my camera showed up Friday or Saturday, whatever it was. And yeah, so I was able to get that and try it out and see if it helped. And hell yeah, the camera's been running the entire time ever since I plugged it in. And so it was definitely an issue with the power cord for the camera. So, but now mind you, I'm in a loaner truck still, so I'm not going to have any rear camera footage available for you guys, and I don't have the normal interior view that I normally would have, where my Garmin camera dash cam that faces inward is what I usually use for that. It's usually mounted up on the top of my windshield. I have the camera here in the truck with me, but the mount is it sticks to the windshield and is magnetic, and I can't pull that off and reuse it. I'd have to get a completely different mount. And I'm only going to be in this truck for who knows how long. Whenever the parts come in for basically the new ECM comes in for my own truck, and they get that replaced, that's about how long it'll take for me to really be in this truck and hopefully get it turned back in and back into in my own truck. Anyway. So we're not going to have quite the camera angles that I normally have. But at least the front view and this one here that you're looking at now is at least something we can work with for now. Again, I got a second my son's old phone too, so I'll be setting up to live stream as well when I get back to my own truck. Can't say that I'll do it a lot, but I'll once I get the phone his phone set up with my account info and all that, and I'm back in my own truck where I have where I have the phone mounts arranged the way I like them and all that, or the correct phone mounts and the way arranged, whatever. We'll go ahead and start live streaming again. So for those guys who kind of miss doing those will be coming back sooner or later. Got a couple other things here I want to talk about. I've had a couple of friends talk to me about vlogging. Actually, okay, one of them, one of them was a former JCT driver I know. He was thinking about doing some vlogging, but he has, some, we'll just say some reservations, and they're very common reservations. Mainly, it's, some people get a little stage fright, I guess you can put it. And knowing that, hey, they're gonna put some video footage of themselves up there that the whole world can potentially see. That can be a little bit uneasing for some people, but in reality, even with me having a little over 2,000 subscribers now, I'm only, on a typical video for me is going to get somewhere between 100 and 150 views, and that's it. That's it. That's nothing really I can complain about at all there, but it's not like the whole world's watching. Starting to get more videos now that are getting up in the 150 to 200 range as far as regular viewership. Live stream videos do tend to get more views, but I think a lot of them could be because of the lag, the buffering, whatever, sometimes kicks people offline and then they come back on, and it could be the same person, and it might count that same person like 3 or 4 times because they they get kicked off and then come back on or something, or maybe the buffering there, they don't understand that the buffering comes from my end and not their end, so they might try to refresh the connection there by going out and coming back in, and it'll count them as 2 separate two separate views, whatever. So those are the things. You don't have to worry too much about having a big audience. You're more apt to have people who already know you, friends and family, whatever, or people it's, put it out there on, share it on your other social media, like your YouTube, on your Facebook or Instagram or Snapchat or whatever you decide you like to use. Even Discord or Reddit or whatever. Just, hey, you never know. But I do recommend starting with just put it out there, and then let your personal friends and followers or family or whatever know that they're on there. That way, if they aren't already subscribed, they can subscribe to your channel and start watching. Also, the same friend, one of the other concerns he had was he's heard his voice on video before and he doesn't like his voice. Okay, it's actually a very valid concern. Honestly, unless you're a narcissist, I think everybody thinks that. Even I will say I'm not the biggest fan of the way my voice sounds most in a lot of cases when I even just review my own videos, and and that's the other thing too. Sometimes people watch their own video and they have different philosophies on this. Some people, like let's say even famous actors and stuff, some of them won't even watch their own content because they I don't know, they might get they don't want to get too critical of what they're doing, overly too excessively analytical. Or maybe some of them might have like some concerns that if they do that, they might come across as a narcissist or something, and maybe they don't want to be viewed as a narcissist. There are other people who will actually, review their own content regularly. Whether it's someone like myself, I'll review my content a lot, and it's not because like, oh, I get a kick out of watching myself. I'm so full of myself, I can't. I just can't get enough of watching my own content. Actually, when I do, it's to see if I made any mistakes in the editing process, or if they're tending, like, let's say, habits in my speech, for example, that I want to improve and correct. Like maybe I use too much, or in the past I've found myself saying so this, so that, so this, so whatever. You can watch some of my other videos, and there are times you'll hear me saying so a lot, and I catch on to it, and then if I catch it, then people watching me are probably going to catch it. And they're good example. When I was in college, the psychology class I took, the professor in that class, he said a lot. You wouldn't think that a professor with a lot of lecturing experience would have that kind of habit, but yeah, this guy had quite a habit of saying and there were a couple of choloed out guys who were in the class who were, I don't know if I call them choloed, but there were a couple of guys, they were a little bit disruptive to the class, though, because they would start giggling every time the guy would say and then they would actually say and then they'd start laughing and counting how many times the guy says in one class. 1, 2, and they would say it out loud and laughing with each other. I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up. We're all here paying for this class, and we're here to learn and listen to what this guy is talking about, not to listen to you guys make fun of what he's saying. So there is some good that can come from watching your own content, and you can't be so narcissistic that you think that you're going to be perfect with everything. Oh God, there's so many times I watch my own content. I'm like, man, I have a bad habit of this or that, and I try to clean it up a little bit. I think I'm improving on it, but I know there's still sometimes I catch myself saying like or whatever, or tend to have like some keywords, whatever, that I use a lot, like the so part. So just deal with it. Think of it as a good thing. When you get it out there, and like I said, I'm not even the biggest fan of my own voice. There are times where I feel like my voice is like higher pitched than other people tell me it is. Like my wife and a couple other people tell me that I have a deeper voice, but I'm like, oh, are we talking about the same voice? Because I listen to my own voice on my own videos, and I'm like, this is not deep. I mean, it can be deep at times, but it also depends on how tired I am, I guess, or how tired my voice is, how much I've been using my voice box that day, or how hydrated or dehydrated I am. So the more dehydrated I am, and the more I've been using my voice, the more, I guess, hoarse and higher pitched it's likely to become. So, there are times that you guys might catch on to that. And that's one of the downfalls with live streaming, too. I want to make sure when I do the live streams while I'm driving, I want to be able to talk loud enough where the microphone from the recording device is able to pick me up well, and where you guys can actually very easily make out what I'm saying to you. But it does take a toll on my voice. It does tire it out to the point where I do start to get a little bit more raspy as the video progresses, and I can't do that every single day. Because it'll get to where, like, even at the very beginning of a video, if I've already been live streaming a bunch, even the very beginning of the video, I could sound like that same way. So I'll probably not live stream too frequently when I get back to doing that, but at least we can do something like maybe every, I don't know, one or two times a week or something, and only on the en route parts. Because I do want to have, keep having the content of the pickups and deliveries that seem to be getting a lot of interest. I am getting more views on those, and and I've been working on that. I've been trying to keep the video lengths down to not too long, anywhere between 30 and 60 minutes per actually even less than like 30 to 45 would be great. Other times they go up to around 50-ish. I really try to keep them below 60 minutes if at all possible, but sometimes I just can't quite get them that short. But we're working on it, and like I say, that's part of the, watching myself. Yeah, I can catch on to where I have little issues with, my speech patterns, or maybe I tend to go off on too many little asides or tangents, whatever, and kind of stray too far from the primary subject of the video. And and that's something else I do catch. And then, so there is that problem too. Also, going on this the same theme, those of you guys who know my friend and protege, or as they call him, one of my trucking sons, Cody Shehorn. He is back on the road now. He's back with Super T Transport. He was talking about possibly vlogging again or live streaming again, whatever. He's just not really sure yet. And the reason I'm bringing him up, because I figured I'd let him make his own announcement on that. But conversation that he and I had on this same subject is worth talking about here. And his concern is, he wants to vlog, but he's not really sure what to talk about a lot of times. Okay, so that's another common thing, especially like when I'm coming to a place like coming here. What do I talk about? All right, well, let's talk about what happened in between the last video you saw of me and here. Even just like a little brief rundown of, I stopped at such and such place and did that or whatever, or, right on the way, which I didn't even do yet here. I ended up meeting up with my buddy Daniel Finney at our terminal when I was, that same day I was recording that last video. And I ended up meeting up with him again in Yucca, Arizona yesterday on the way over this, in this direction. And he was doing a 30-minute break. I didn't need a 30. I was just going to go straight from Twin Arrows, Arizona, just the hair east of Flagstaff, and go to my house for a 10-hour break, and then start running again last night to get over here. Daniel was still there at the truck stop in Yucca. So we ended up caravanning together from there actually to my house, and then he got hooked. He got his first taste of my wife's enchiladas. Oh man, he was seriously impressed too. And then he was on his way to Riverside to make a delivery. So yeah, he ended up just crashing out right across the street from where I had my truck parked, and then got rolling about an hour or so after I got moving with to come up this way. So you got little stuff like that you can talk about. Or I can also talk about the accident that happened on the way up here over the Los Baños area on I-5, actually south of 152. Yeah, it was before I got into Santanella, but yeah, I would say within 15 miles or something like that. I will have footage. I'll show you guys that, a little bit of footage there. Again, I don't want to make the video too long, and I'm already at risk of making it too long. Even just talking to you right now is 17 minutes, and that doesn't even include what we've already done before getting here. So that in mind, I will probably go ahead and do the Merced delivery on a completely different video for you guys, so this video isn't excessively long, because we still have to do the dock in. Again, I'm only going to have a front view for you guys, so I'm not going to be able to give you good backing footage except for just, what the layout, what the lot actually looks like, and general setup, and that's it. And aside from that, we'll get out of here, and then I'll show you. I'll have some more for you. I'm also going to run out of space here on my phone, so I better shut up pretty soon and get this footage over to my tablet, and that way I can even put this on there. So anyway, we'll go ahead and those are if you're thinking about vlogging, I encourage you to go ahead and do it. You are going to have concerns. Just kind of overcome the concerns you have. And then with the concerns about, I don't know what to talk about. Okay, well, there's what I mentioned already are some ideas, or even if those don't work for you, if you're a trucker and you're wanting to vlog while you're en route, you might spend your normal time just talking on the phone or listening to music or podcasting or who knows what. Okay, those can all be ideas. Like, what kind of interesting stuff did you see along the way? Or if you're listening to podcasts or something, or read a book or something, or who knows, what did you pick up? What information did you pick up on the way to that customer that you might feel like talking about? Or what did you see on social media? Like, who knows, whatever the topic is. Whatever interests you, put it out there. Some people are not going to be interested in it, and some people will. And if you find certain types of content, enjoyable to get into and talk about, then you're probably going to be more likely to attract the kind of people who also want to talk about that kind of stuff. So get it out there, guys. Don't be afraid to post. Don't worry about how your voice sounds, because like I say, doesn't matter if you're if you don't like your voice. Trust me, probably at least 90% of the people who record publicly, whether it's famous people or just some average person like myself putting your own stuff on YouTube, 90% of them probably don't like their own voice. We all deal with that, right? So just relax, enjoy it, and do what you can with it, and don't expect that you're going to be like some rock star, like, with the video editing, or do everything great right off the first time ever doing it. You're going to have learning processes in there, and you're going to get continually better and better as you do it. All right, so that would be my advice for you guys if you're wanting to get into vlogging. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this conversation up here, and we'll continue on when it's time to get inside the facility here, okay? Okay, guys, it is 9:34 local. I checked in about 9:15-ish, and I just got a call a couple minutes ago saying I have a door assignment and come to the guard shack. Come up here. Try to stay below 10, otherwise this truck chirps at bitches at me for not having my seatbelt on if I'm going more than 9 miles an hour without the belt on. Alright, we're going to be going to door 84. Should should be this big building right here in front of us. So door 29 is the first door number I actually see on the tall part of the building. I'm going to have to restack a pallet. I have 8 pallets coming off at this location. The very last pallet is double stacked, but the second pallet, the top pallet, only had like 1 or 2 cases high on it. And it wasn't shrink wrapped or not, well, yeah, it wasn't cellophane wrapped or anything like that. So I will have to put all the cases at, because most of the cases that were on it fell down. I thought about putting a load lock on that and behind it, but I didn't think it was going to matter because as light as that pallet was, you know, even if I put a load lock on the back, there was a pretty good chance they were going to slide sideways and off the pallet anyway. So, okay, looks like door 80 is the last one before the building, so we'll cross over to the other side where that other truck is with his 4-ways now, and just be like 4 doors over from there. Then we'll get checked in after we docked in. All these trailers I see here, the doors are closed, but they might be roll-up doors. Actually, this last one here, this Garcia's pallets, their doors are open, so. They didn't say anything about needing to keep the doors closed and sealed, so I will anticipate opening the doors and alright, 84 is going to be right next to this MBT guy. Good there. Alright, I'm going to go, you know, get the trailer doors open now. Alright guys, we got a lumper giving the guy who's parked, who's docked in next to where I'm going, giving the other driver his bills right now. Alright, looks like we're good there. Go across. It'll be an easy setup here. This guy's got his door open, so I'm gonna wait. I'm pretty well positioned, but I'm a little late chasing it, so go forward and right a little bit and get back. Okay, so it looks like the receiving office is right over here to my left. I'm gonna go over there with my bills and assume the trip slip here I need also. get checked in, and we'll have some more footage here when we're docking out, right? Okay guys, we are all done here. It is a little bit after 11 a.m. Go forward, get out of the way here. It's Northern Refrigerated, I guess, we docked into 82, which is next to the guy who was just docking in there. I do have the one more stop, and still gotta get my trailer doors closed, but I don't know if they require that we leave the doors open until we get to the guard shack. That's a warning that you're going too fast with no seatbelt on. Contraire, I'm only doing 11. Not too bad. I don't know. It's what was it, about a quarter to 10 or so when I docked in. So it was a little over an hour total, and mind you, some of the probably at least 10-15 minutes of that time was spent waiting for my money code so I could pay my lumper fee. So if I didn't have to wait on the lumper, my money code info, probably wouldn't have had it probably would have been right around an hour 15 or so in the dock door before I was out. Up past the gate, and then we'll get the doors closed. Okay, let's parallel park up here. We have some other trucks coming out, but yeah, I'll parallel park up here by the guy in front of the first guy up there. Actually, I might not even have to really do a real parallel park with 2 spots in a row open. Won't have to do anything here, just get into this spot and call it good. Okay guys, so that's gonna be a wrap on this video. I said I don't want it to be too long. I do have another drop, but I'll go ahead and do that on a separate video. Get that one, get these edited and posted for you guys whenever I can. Hopefully get this one posted for you guys the same day that I made the delivery, if all goes well. The other delivery is set for 1500 this afternoon, and it's about a 65-mile drive from here, so I don't really plan on leaving here till about 1 o'clock, and it's only 11:14 right now, so we'll hang out here for a little bit. Extend my 14-hour clock as much as I can before I force it to start moving again. So yeah, I'll wait till about 1300 and then head down there to go make the final delivery. I don't have a pre-plan yet, but they're working on something. Don't know if I'll be doing local work yet or if I'm gonna maybe pick something up and get it going toward get it maybe over to New Mexico and then swap for something coming back to California so I can get these stitches removed on Friday. So that's kind of what's in store so far. You guys all have a great day, and we'll see you on the next one. All right, thanks for watching.